This is frigid girl winter. That doesn't even sound as nice as hot girl summer. Is there an equivalent to hot girl summer for the winter time? Hey guys, what's up? Even though it's cold outside, we are not going to skip our workouts, okay? I know it would feel way better to be in bed and to pretend like fitness doesn't exist, but we have to stay healthy. So that means we're working out, and we're gonna work out together. I just need to figure out what I'm wearing first. I figured since it's Christmas, an all red fit might work, or all green. Or I can do a combo, but I feel like that's weird. I wore these in a previous video. These are the soft motion straight leg pants. I feel like these are a vibe and they match with my shoes. And I can pair it with the tank top and be matchy-matchy, or I can wear a white sports bra. I might do that. I feel like I don't really wanna go matchy-matchy today. Yeah, because it's pretty cold outside, I probably should put on a long sleeve. So I'm gonna dig through my Honor Active bag and see what my options are. The lighting is going to be horrible until I get to the gym because it's winter and it's already dark outside, unfortunately. I'm gonna get dressed and then I'll see you in the car because I don't feel like showing you a get ready with me before the gym kind of thing. It's too much work. And I'm trying to keep these Vlogmas videos as minimal effort as possible without looking like trash at the same time. With it getting so dark so early, I don't want to go out. I don't want to exercise. It almost feels like I'm waking up and it's 5 a.m. If you've been following me for a minute, you'd know that I don't do 5 a.m. workouts anymore. I used to. For a solid almost a year, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm wearing all white on top. I'm hoping the white shirt doesn't get too dirty because I'm doing squats, but we shall see. But you see what I mean with how dark it is? You would think it's 10 o'clock at night. It is only 4:30. 4:30. That's insane. One of the good things about the winter season is that the gym is pretty empty most days. I had a very hard time early on in my lifting journey staying committed during the winter season. Me. You fell. Are you okay? Are you okay? Problem is solved. Did get a new lens, so now we can lift properly together. That stressed me out. I'm gonna do 10 to 15 with just the bar, but do 1 to 2 sets and then work my way up. I'm gonna mess around a little bit today and try a very wide stance and see how that feels. My knees keep clicking. All right, we're just gonna go up and wait. Yeah. I took so much pre-workout, I don't even want to actually warm up with just the bar. I want to get this over with. Spent the first 20 minutes struggling. This is my outfit. I'm going to take this shirt off though, because I like to work out without one. This is liquid chalk. I use this so the bar doesn't slip. Just put it on my shirt. Hi! Calling me Jazzy. Wider stance felt kind of good, I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely don't put my knees in as much when I do a wider stance. But yeah, goal is today, I think I'm doing a max of 255. I'm not going too heavy. Yeah, I'm doing another 5x5 like I did last week. My coach bumped the max out 10 pounds. I'm out of breath because I struggled really bad with 265. I think it's because I was on my period. And when I'm on my period, it really is like 50-50 whether I'm gonna still feel strong or feel weak. What are your goals for this winter? Are you bulking up or are you trying to maintain? This winter, I'm trying to bulk up. I was bumped a weight class for powerlifting, so I can get up to 180 pounds. I'm gonna be chilling. I would like my legs to grow, so I need to work on my diet. Those are one of the things I really need to prioritize in this upcoming year and over the next month to get wide. I know it's very tempting to start skipping your workouts when the weather gets cold, but it's honestly the perfect time to lock in. 185 is where I start using my belt and my knee sleeves, as instructed by my coach. I don't put my belt on too tight at 185 because I could still lift a little bit more, you know what I mean? On squat days, I feel like I need music. I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time working out without music. I'm so nervous right now. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna ask my coach if we can go back to speed squats because I'm not moving the weights as quickly as I need to be. Like 245 beforehand felt heavy and it shouldn't have. I think the first 2 reps were fine. I don't know if it's because I haven't been doing that many reps for the past 5 weeks or what, but it's very frustrating. I get to my 3rd rep and I'm like, we're done. I should get done 5. I don't even think I finished 5 last time. I think I did I must have finished 5 to go up to 265. If I did 265 for 3 last week, I could fucking do 255 for 5. You just get out of my own way. So usually on Tuesdays, my coach, I almost said quatch. My coach has me doing a bench after squats, and then I do the leg press and a couple other leg accessories. So that's what we're doing today. These get so sweaty. If you end up buying knee sleeves, wrist wraps, and lifting straps, wash them because they get pretty gnarly. If you're a girly pop that's afraid of upper body, don't be. It's actually more beneficial for you to grow or at least strengthen your upper body so you can actually lift the weights around the gym. You don't have to go as heavy as I do. There's really no need. You could lift for functional reasons. I used to be someone who skipped upper body, and not anymore. Now my back is my prized possession. If you're looking to get into powerlifting, you are going to need some wrist straps. Maybe not at first because the weights that you're lifting most likely aren't that heavy. But as you get heavier, it helps with the wrist support. I can still lift. Actually, I've never tried to even do 200 pounds without wrist straps, I'm not gonna lie to you. I usually put them on when I get to 135, 145, as instructed by my coach, because I do listen to him sometimes. If you didn't notice, I had my legs straight out. I didn't have them on the floor for support. I don't normally start using my feet for drive until I get to like 135 plus. I'll even do a Larson press, which is legs straight out off the floor at 155, which I think has helped with my strength immensely. I definitely feel it more in my chest when I do it that way. So this is how I usually unrack the bar. I find a very comfortable position for my feet. I push all of the weight into my heels, and then I use that to push the weight up and forward. Where I usually put the bar is right below my boob line. I focus on engaging my lats, squeezing my glutes, and bracing my core. That helps me bring the bar down in a controlled manner, and it also helps me push the bar up with more force. When you're benching, there should be some leg drive, and that'll help you get the bar up. If you're not using your feet, it's more like a Larson press, and most of the stress will be on your chest. Working with a coach has helped me so much. In the past, I wasn't even using leg drive. I was using a lot of momentum, and I had no control over the bar movement on the way down. Fixing my bench form has also helped with my shoulder pain. I used to have shoulder discomfort when I was doing upper body movements, and I think it mainly stemmed from the lack of technique during my bench. All right, we're on the leg press now. Am I tripping? The music all of a sudden got louder in here. But anyway, leg press is really great if you're trying to grow your quads or your glutes. So if you want to focus more on your quads, you can lower your feet on the platform. If you want to focus more on your glutes, you can set them a little bit higher up and a little bit wider. I used to do these all the time in college, like 5 sets of 15. Sometimes I would make it a superset. I would do this superset with some extensions. So I would go on the back extension and use it for my glutes. So you're going to use more of a rounded back. But for today, we're doing 12 here. I'm going to go up to 4 plates, do 10, and then go up another plate on each side and do 2 sets of 8. If you're scared of adding a lot of weight on a machine like this, don't be. There's a mechanism in the middle that will stop the weight from collapsing on you. I would aim for a full range of motion. Ideally, you want to bring your legs as close as possible to your chest to stretch out the muscle. We are almost done. I have skull crushers next, and then I'll probably do a quick bicep thing. I don't know if I'm gonna use dumbbells or if I'm gonna use the cables. I already did my lat pull downs before this, and they went okay. I did 4 sets of 10. I went up to 140, which I haven't done in a long time, and I was trying my best not to swing. So that's what we got. Last time I did these, someone had the 50, so I had to do 40 pounds, and it didn't really feel challenging. Luckily, the 50 is open. I do use my wrist straps for these because my wrists are not the strongest. I want the tree to be lit up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it feels so nice to sit. Yeah, this is normally where I fall off. I'll get done my workout, put my camera away, and just call it a night. But I made sure to keep my setup hooked up so that it forced me to record. I still can't believe that I broke my camera lens. I'm so glad that I have a warranty, and I got a 2-year warranty, so it's good until 2027 in case I break it again. Yikes. But yeah, when I got to the gym, it was empty. Maybe an hour in, it started to get really busy, and it was very hard for me to find a good spot to put my camera. So that's why a lot of the footage is now shot vertically. I feel so out of breath. I have a little bit of a headache. And it's probably because I'm not drinking enough water. I drink way more water during the summer months because it's hot, but when it's cold out, I am not thirsty. Or maybe I am, but I don't notice it that much. Not too sure, but that's something that I need to work on. And that's something that we should work on. Let's hold each other accountable. This is frigid girl winter. That doesn't even sound as nice as hot girl summer. I don't even know. Is there an equivalent to hot girl summer for the winter time? Yeah, I can't think of one. If you guys can think of one, or if there is one that exists that I'm just not aware of, please drop it down in the comments below because I would love to know. I feel like that fits me more than hot girl summer. I don't do anything during the summer. The winter is kind of when I thrive. I really do lock it down during the winter time. I say no to all hangouts and I sit and I edit and I edit and I edit. And that's what I need right now. Anyway, this is supposed to be a gym vlog. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I can't remember where I left you guys. I think it was at the Skull Crushers. A great exercise, by the way, if you want to strengthen your, I almost said quads. It's not coming to me. Bicep? Tricep. There we go. If you want to strengthen your tricep. It's the water. It's getting to me. The lack thereof, my brain shuts down. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I left you. And after that, I just decided to take a few videos of myself, of course, doing a little bit of a flex in the mirror. I always do that. Oh, that reminds me, I did forget to take a picture of myself. That's fine. I'll live. The workout that I did isn't necessarily for growing a particular muscle group. You know how sometimes you might go into the gym and do a leg workout that's focused on glutes? This is for powerlifting. My coach wants me to get stronger before my next meet, so I'm working on my squats and my bench, and in order to build up some strength, I need to be doing bench and squat 3 days a week apparently. So 2 days I'm doing back squats and then 1 day I'm doing front squats, and then benching, I think my coach has me doing my normal grip, and then I'll mix in probably Larson presses and close grip bench. And of course I do incline bench, usually with a barbell. I haven't done it with a dumbbell in a very long time. I usually prefer dumbbells when I do incline presses because I notice that my arms are imbalanced a little bit more during incline. I'm not sure why that is. Over the past 7 or 8 months, I have worked that out just a little bit though. I'm still stronger on my right side compared to my left. When it comes to my shoulders, it's glaringly obvious. My left arm struggles to keep up so bad. And it's funny because I always start with my left arm before I go into my right arm, and it still has not really helped all that much, or maybe it has. Someone was saying that I should start brushing my teeth and doing daily tasks with my left arm to strengthen it. Shit, after that, I'd be ambidextrous. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try that out. Brushing my teeth, it's just, I'm so uncoordinated. I don't know about you guys if you've ever tried that before. Let me know. We can do it together and compare our results, because I think by the end of it, I'm not sure if I'd be really strong, but I think that I would be borderline ambidextrous. I would be a lot more coordinated, that's for sure. And that's honestly why I don't do a lot of things with my left hand, because I feel like I'm not that coordinated. But hey, I feel like I just went on a really long tangent. Yeah, if you have any questions about what I do in the gym, drop them down in the comments below. I was training like a bodybuilder for years before I switched over to powerlifting. Powerlifting is brand new for me. I'm only 8 or 9 months in, so I can still help you with questions related to bodybuilding and hypertrophy. At some point, I probably will go back to bodybuilding style of training because I feel like my glutes are small. Although some of you might disagree with me, I just, body dysmorphia is a thing when you're in the gym. Even if you try your absolute best and you're aware of it, it still hits you. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, but how I view myself is very different than years ago. Body dysmorphia for me was really, really bad before, to the point where I was like on a daily comparing myself to other people on social media, in person, and it was not healthy for me. I always felt like I had to be on some sort of crazy diet. I had to do an excess amount of cardio, and that's just not healthy. And it was very hard to maintain. On the outside, to everybody, I looked great. In my head, I felt like I was just never reaching my goal. And when I look back at photos, I'm like, girlfriend, you hit your goal. You were already at your goal before you even started seriously working out. And that's the scary thing. So at some point, I am gonna make a video all about that, and more videos about my journey throughout fitness. I just need to sit down and record it and talk to you guys, write out scripts to help me stay focused and on task, because I will just rant for days and then not know how to bring it back to my point. So with that being said, I am gonna close out this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you're not letting the cold weather get to you and you're continuing to lift and exercise, move your body, because it is healthy for you, especially during these colder, darker months. Seasonal depression is a thing, so just be aware of that. If you are feeling low, Move around. Go for a walk if you don't want to go lift weights. It does make a massive difference. I could talk all day. But anyway, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day, night, whenever, wherever, and I'll catch you in the next one. Merry Christmas!